Any man that discusses his family issue with his pastor, and that pastor, they give a rubbish advice, because some pastors, they give rubbish advice. They don't give reasonable advices. They don't. You're discussing your family issue with a pastor, your fellow man. I discuss because he's a pastor. You're discussing your family issue with him. You don't get sense. That same man where they discuss with has his own family. Do you know what he does in his home? Do you know what that pastor they do for house? Some of them beat their wife up. Some of them they knock their wives. Some of them they beat their wives up. Because he's a pastor, that title pastor, you carry your family issue, discuss with them, you're going to give you nonsense advice. You're going to accept the advice they give you. Some of you men not get sense. You need to grow up. As a man, you need to handle your family issues by yourself. That pastor is a man like you. That pastor get prick like you. That pastor get ram like you. So I don't understand why you've been discussing your family issues with your pastor. Why? And some of them will be giving you rubbish advice, and you take the advice because you don't get brain. Some pastors do give good advice. I'm not against that, right? So yeah, some pastors do give good advice. But I'm talking about those ones where they give you rubbish advice and you'll be accepting it. You'll be accepting it because you don't get sense. Your fellow man will be giving you advice. Your fellow man will get your own family too. Your fellow man because he's a pastor where they starving wife. Both sexually, physically, everything. It is starving wife. If they keep malice with his wife, if they beat his wife up, go come for pulpit, they preach, come like Assistant Jesus Christ. He go say, yeah, that's my mentor. That's my mentor. Do you know what he does behind closed doors? Some of you no get sense. Some of you men no get sense. Stop discussing your family issues with your pastor. He's a man like you. He has his own issues to deal with. If he gives you good advice, take it. Yes, I'm not saying people cannot give good advice. I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about those people that will give you rubbish advice and you accept it. Why? Why will you accept rubbish advice from this so-called from some pastors? Why? Some of them give rubbish advice. Some of them break. Plenty pastors have broken homes. Plenty pastors don't scatter marriage because of nonsense prophets they say they see. I saw your wife doing this. I saw your husband doing this. I saw this one marriage go scatter because you don't have sense to think. You don't have brain to think for yourself. You want another man to think for you. Then the brain God gave to you is what? That means you're daft. I mean, daft. Is it daft? Yeah. You don't have brain to think for yourself. You want another man to use his brain to think for you. Some pastors don't scatter marriage. So if you're meeting a pastor for family and if you're meeting a pastor to give you advice, you need to rethink. You have brain. Think for yourself. Pastors don't scatter marriage. I'm going to stop here. See you on my next video for more of this because enough is enough. It's too much.